Have you ever been on a podcast? If you haven't, and you're a coach, a creator, a entrepreneur, or a speaker, you are missing out. The connection that you create, the authority, the impact that you can have just by one podcast can be so powerful. And if you start your own podcast, it's even better. So today I'm going to do some shout outs to people taking their first step in the podcast world. And then I'm going to share the number one podcast, easy to get on, very comfortable. And so first shout out I want to do too is Manton Liu. He shared his amazing journey, and he's done a TED talk on this, of his journey through being a father with his son who has autism. Such a beautiful story that he shares, and an incredible honor to hear him. Next, we have a big shout out to Meenakshi for launching her first podcast, Samsara Flow. It was such a beautiful experience to be a guest on her podcast. And also, she's very structured. She'll walk you through every step of the way. And for this week, today, we had Helena. It was her first time being on a podcast, and she did amazing. She shared her beautiful story about how she went from a Stepford wife to a shining star, and now she helps people with the second chapter of their life. And it was such an honor to have her as well. And last, we had Mani. He shared his amazing journey. He was a weightlifter, so he did from dumbbells and being a doctor helping people to now focusing on leadership and how he can give back, and along with some fun in it. I won't give it away too much, but you can see more in his purpose story. And it was also his second time being on a podcast. Oh, actually last week, that was Manton's first podcast as well. So that's why I was giving a shout out to him. And all of these stories were just so amazing. If you don't share your story, someone else is missing out. So that's my request to you. And here is the best podcast. It is Austin's Millionaires Are Made. It has 6 different topics, from spiritual health, mental health, financial, and whatever topic you're on there with 3 other guests and the host. So it is such an easy first podcast to be on. So that's why I recommend going on to his show. And no, he did not ask me to make this. He doesn't know. But that was my first time being on a podcast, and that's why I'm sharing with you today. So wherever you are on the podcast journey, put it in a comment below. I would love to hear if you've been on a podcast before, or if you're excited to take that first step. Would love to have you on and share your purpose story. And if you have a podcast, also put it in the comments. Have a great one.